Behold the tale of Standard Oil, the greatest monopoly in history, born from humble origins. In 1839, John Rockefeller, the eldest son of a traveling merchant, was brought up in a confusing household where he learned the art of hustling people for the best deal possible. Despite his nomadic lifestyle, he managed to attend a proper school in Cleveland, Ohio in 1854, but soon dropped out to work as a bookkeeper. John's bosses refused to give him a meaningful raise, so he started his own produce brokerage, which turned out to be a huge success. In 1859, he witnessed the first American oil well discovery and realized the biggest profits to be had were in refining oil. He let others find the oil and he would buy it from them. By 1865, John acquired all but 4 of the 26 competing refineries in Cleveland, and in 1870 he incorporated Standard Oil of Ohio. He would offer good buyout prices and positions in his company to his competitors, placing the brightest minds under his control. By 1880, he was refining over 90% of the entire country's oil production. However, his abuse of transportation rebates and negotiating backroom deals resulted in the business world attacking him with increasing ferocity. In 1882, he reincorporated in New Jersey, creating the Standard Oil Trust, which held stakes in over 40 local companies. Rockefeller owned 20,000 oil wells and 4,000 miles of pipeline, and employed over 100,000 people. But his grip on the industry was slowly slipping away, with new oil deposits being discovered in Russia and Asia, and the Rothschild family sparing no effort in getting that oil to America. As if that weren't enough, in 1890 the federal government passed the Sherman Antitrust Act, giving politicians the power to go after the Standard Oil Trust itself. However, the complex legal structure behind all the companies made it difficult to investigate, and it wasn't until 1911 that the government was able to break up Standard Oil. By that time, John Rockefeller had already cashed in and was no longer actively managing the company. Over the final 20 years of its existence, Standard Oil paid out over $500 million in dividends. Yet despite its immense success, the Supreme Court found the company guilty of anti-competitive practices and broke it up into 34 separate entities. But Rockefeller was no fool. He kept his stake in those companies until his death, and the breakup turned out to be the most profitable event in his life. Over time, many of those companies merged back with one another, and today, most of the Standard remnants are part of either ExxonMobil, Chevron, or BP. Thanks to his ownership of these successor companies, John Rockefeller became the richest businessman to have ever lived, with an estimated net worth of $400 billion. It was a dramatic rise and fall, but in the end, Rockefeller came out on top.